Today on Money Matters, we're talking with Mary Stoltman of Winona National Banking, and we are going to talk about one particular college savings plan. And Mary, thanks for being with us today.
Thank you.
We're going to talk about the 529 plan. Tell us a little bit about what that is.
Well, Dave, a 529 plan is a college savings account set aside for a specific beneficiary where the dollars invested are to be used exclusively for college expenses such as tuition, books, room and board, and certain other supplies or fees.
Is one of these plans better than the other? Is the 529 prepaid tuition plan better than the 529 savings program?
Well, the prepaid tuition program purchases tuition credits in advance at today's hopefully lower prices for specific public colleges where the funds are set aside and can be only used within that state. So one is somewhat limited as to their options when it comes to needing or using those funds, whereas the funds invested in a 529 plan can be used at any higher educational institution and are not directed toward any specific university. The fact that the 529 plan can be used anywhere may make it somewhat more attractive. Also, the growth potential on the prepaid tuition program may be somewhat limited with a very basic interest rate. As to which plan is better, that would really depend on an individual's preference.
How about taxes? Are the dollars invested pre-tax?
The earnings in a 529 plan grow tax-free and are free from federal tax as long as the funds are withdrawn to pay for the qualified higher educational expenses. Any distribution that is used for something other than one of those qualified expenses would be subject to an IRS 10% penalty.
Now, when it comes to opening the 529 account, can anybody do that? For instance, can a grandparent open a 529 account on behalf of a grandchild?
Absolutely. Anyone can open a 529 plan for a specified child or beneficiary. Parents, grandparents, even someone who is not a family member can establish an account for an unrelated individual.
And then what happens if my child decides not to go to college?
The beauty of a 529 plan is that as the owner of the account, you maintain control of that account. If the child or that beneficiary named on the account decides that they don't want to go to college, you can simply change the beneficiary at any time or transfer to another beneficiary as long as the new beneficiary is a family member of the previously named beneficiary.
Well, Mary, thank you so much for being with us today and talking a little bit about this 529 plan.
You're very welcome, and thanks for the opportunity, Dave.